Good morning, everybody. It is a new day, and we're going to finish up the string number 30. Today's the last day. To find all this information on what I do every day, go to pattern-collections.com. Scroll down to Pattern Focus. If you want to get the string, go to Weekly String. I go to Pattern Focus. Scroll down on the Pattern Focus until you get to the day that you want to draw. Today is the last day of the week, last day of the month. We're going to do this one April 30th, and I want to point out to you, if you ever want to connect with the Facebook group that's connected to this website, just click right here where it says Facebook group, and it will take you straight there. Join the group, and it's absolutely awesome. Make sure that you participate with us, because we really enjoy looking at other people's work. I'm going to go to Daily Pattern Focus, and apparently it's called Faro. Well, that's cool. Let me make it bigger so I can see it better. Look at that. They were inspired by the ancient Egyptian, because look at the sample tangle. Yeah, definitely ancient Egyptian inspired, right? They're sort of flying here. They look like flying eyebrows. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so step number 1. Turn my camera so you don't get any glare. Step number 1 is to make this sort of eyebrow shape. Step number 2, don't go all the way to the corners, but slightly in from the corners. We're going to make this kind of a droopy curve shape. Inside the droopy curve, we're going to make 2 arches, one going this way, one going that way. And then fill that little teardrop shape in and put some radiating lines, and then embellish as we feel like there's with just shading. Here's some variations where they filled in, didn't fill in the teardrop, they left that white and filled the other sides black. A little bit of an aura before making the radiating lines, and then doing every other one. There's some shaded ones, some unshaded ones, really a variation. We could try a variety of things and see what we want to do here. And then the other thing I wanted to make mention is I had a couple of people ask me, what happened to your favorite pen? My favorite pen, my Mangaka 02, this one, this Zig pen. It finally really ran out of ink. It was spittering and sputtering, and so I had switched over to a micron because that was what I had nearby. But I thought to myself, I really should go back to using the pens I got for Christmas, the ones I tested. And, I had kept out of the, 12 pens that I gotten in that set for Christmas. I kept out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus a micron. So I kept out half of them that I thought were really good for Zentangling and tangling patterns. The others were good pens, but they were not for tangling. They were for other things. So I thought I better get out a new pen. That pen, let me tell you, this pen, I really liked the width, the heft of it. It's a little bit thicker than a micron in the barrel size, so it was much more comfortable for me to hold in my hand. and it lasted a long time. I mean, I drew with it for almost 5 months, and so at least one pattern every single day, one tile every single day for 5 months is astounding. You know, over 100 little drawings out of one pen. So that was cost effective. If I remember right, this pen was under $3 by itself. So that's a really good investment. Buy yourself a decent pen. I mean, you can certainly tangle with a plain old gel pen like this from the dollar store. You can. I'm not saying it's not possible to do. I'm just saying that, you know, a pen that costs, you know, 5 of them for $1 may not last as long as one that might cost a little bit more, but it lasts longer, so you actually get more drawing out of one pen that's a little bit more expensive. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to this one. It's another one that has a pretty thick barrel. It's a little bit bigger of a nib. It's a 0.3 instead of a 0.2. But it also has a little bit thicker barrel, so I think I'm going to enjoy it. It's called Le Pen Drawing pen by Marvy. I don't know if you can see that. There. Marvy. It's a Le Pen Drawing pen by Marvy. I will put the name of it in the description below and keep it with my videos until I change back over to whatever I change over to next time. So anyway, I wanted to just explain that for those of you who missed it. So I'm going to finish off string number 30. Get me my pencil. I do think this time I'm going to want a border, but I think you want a thinner border. I mean a smaller square. I want a nice thick border. Sometimes that's what I'm feeling. Now that does look like a really kind of small square, and it is. That's what I want. But it's because I want to draw outside the square and leave the square as my border. But I want my string in here. So it comes up and around, and one goes this way, and that's where I'm going to start with these arch shapes. So I'm going to use part of that string as my arch, and I am way too far away. Why am I so far away today? Alright, that's better. Now you guys can see. So I'm going to do one of those arch shapes here, where there's their natural arch on this string. Did I go the right way with that string? No, I didn't. One's supposed to go... Alright, before I get too far, I'll leave this one because that's where I've already put ink. But I'm going to erase that one and swap this over to going the other way. Okay. So that one's going to have an arch going this way. There we go. Okay, so not quite at the end, and we're going to make a little swoopy thing. And then we're going to do a curve like that and a curve like that that overlap. And fill that in. And make radiating lines. I'm going to start here. Okay, it's really weird how you have to get used to a new pen. You know, each pen feels different in your hand. It's very strange. Swoopy line, curve, curve. I think I'll put this little thing there before I do my radiating lines. And I think I'm going to make another curve there, maybe. Yeah, because if I put them with both arches going the same way, I would have had the unintended effect of making them look like eyes, and I don't want that. Or if they do look like eyes, I want them not to be like right next to each other, or I tend to want to draw a face, which is not my intention. So I'm going to do one here on the rest of this curve from the string. And swoopy doopy, and arch, and I'm going to do that one maybe with some dots, and do that a little bit differently. Maybe this one's going to have some more dots on the outside of this little arch. I'm just going to embellish kind of as I go here. Okay. I feel like I'm not overly happy with this. Maybe I need a bigger one that kind of comes up and through. Maybe behind a little bit. I'm going to give it a little different look here. And then up here, I'm going to really make them come right to the middle. These little radiating lines. Oh, that's helping quite a bit with, okay. Oops, went a little off screen. Oh well. You guys know me by now. I'm off screen a lot. Oh, you know what? I can go outside my box. Duh, Dawn. That was the whole point of making the box small. Alright. Try the whole coloring in every other stripe thing. Alright. So guess what, guys? Not only do I have a day off today, but I'm also taking myself to get a massage. Really need the massage. And I have the weekend off. I am so excited. So you're watching this. While you're watching this, I am not at home. I will have had 2 days in Palm Springs, and I will be on my way home on Sunday afternoon, and I will be visiting with a friend who is being installed as a pastor at a church, and we are going to have a celebration for her, and it's just going to be a marvelous weekend, and I am so looking forward to it. I needed this time off. I really did. I feel badly that I'm not at the store this weekend because we're having our big grand opening, but I'd already had this mini vacation scheduled, and my new manager said, yeah, go ahead and go. We will miss you, and it would be great if you were there, but it's not the end of the world if you're not. So I truly appreciate that. He doesn't even know I appreciated it before we did all that hard work. Now that we're on the flip side of that deal, he doesn't even know how much I appreciate this. I need this time off. Going to go like that. I think this one's going to be colored in here and here. And you know what? I really liked the sample, but it does feel like it needs to be in with other Egyptian inspired stuff to really feel right. But it's not bad. It's okay. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the way I started. I'm not feeling uber excited about it. Perhaps I need to just make I don't know, maybe I need to just ground them somehow and give them like stems. I know they don't have stems in their original step out, but I just feel like they're just floating there, and I want them to be attached to something. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, that makes me feel better. Okay, and that one's fine out there like that. Yeah, that makes me feel a little better. Still seems a bit odd, but okay, let me erase the string, and then I can go in there and do my shading thing, and then I'll see if it feels like it wants something else. I want to thank you to whoever it was that commented on my YouTube channel about feeling a little bit more free by being able to use the pencil and to plan out a little bit their tile and use an eraser. Yes, you're right. There is no Zentangle police, and you can do whatever you want with your pencil, you know. Totally up to you. And if you need that more of a guidance by using pencil to guide yourself, totally go for it, right? Absolutely. Go for it. Okay, so that part's the overlap. And then I think I want to do this side of this shape on all of them. And maybe some of them will get that, and some of them will get this. They're all going to get that side of that shape. Okay. A little bit of blending. So I'll let you guys know if, assuming my husband will will accompany me. I looked up art supply stores in Palm Springs because Palm Springs is a really big art community. And I'm looking forward to just walking down the main Palm Canyon Drive and just going into all the little kitschy shops, and probably won't spend any money, but I'm looking forward to just wandering hand in hand with my husband and going in all the shops, and he has no problem doing that. He enjoys doing that as well, so that I won't have any issues with. But as soon as I mention art supplies, his eyes kind of roll back in the back of his head and he's like, oh God, no. But what I want to do, I mean, I know what is available to me at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, right? I know the standard stuff. I want to go into this local art supply place because it's catering to the artists in Palm Springs. Apparently Palm Springs really only has a Michael's and then this place, because that's where I Googled it. And this place is a independent, small art supply store. But it looks like it carries all sorts of really cool supplies that I've never physically seen in person. I've seen them on, you know, people's YouTube channels, and I've seen them, you know, on catalogs, but I haven't actually seen them in person. And I was thinking that lately there's been a lot of people who do tangles and patterns on tiles that are done with distress inks in the background. But I know that this paper that I have, this sketchbook paper, will just buckle and not cooperate with a liquid media. It just won't. It's the wrong kind of paper. And so I was thinking of getting some hot press watercolor paper, and I wanted to get something that was really good quality, and not that the stuff that at Hobby Lobby or Michael's is bad quality, but I thought maybe I could find something different. You know, maybe handmade paper, or I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for, but I have this feeling that when I touch it and feel it, I'll know it. Does that make sense? And so, so that's what I want to do. I want to wander through the art supply store. Maybe there will be something next door that my husband will want to wander through while I'm perusing art supplies. I don't plan on spending a lot of money, but you know, if I happen to see a pen that looks like something I want to try that is not part of these pens, or maybe if I can find what had turned out to be my favorite. If I can find this one again, I'll definitely buy another one. You know, I'm not going to spend a bazillion dollars in there. Matter of fact, my budget's probably going to be like 20 bucks, maybe $40 tops. Tops. I rarely spend more than $20 at a time on supplies. So, so yeah, that's my plan. And hopefully I'll have something I can show you guys. P. All right, that was supposed to be a P. Not an R, a P. What the heck, Dawn? Dudesing about and you're not paying attention to what's going on. Okay, let me fix that with a little white pen because it's not part of my drawing, so that's okay. I can just... There we go. Well, just get rid of that little bit. P H A R R O. String number 30. Okay, there's Faro. Done on string number 30. Last day of the month. Last day of the week. Last day of my mini vacation. There's a lot of last days in here. It didn't take too long. I'm not really feeling it, but maybe it's just because I'm just want to go and have my massage and do nothing and relax and spend a good quality hour and a half in prayer, which is what I do when I'm having my massage, and I'm not going to be apologetic for it. I have a little routine that I do, and when she's doing my back, I pray for this group of folks. When she's doing my arms, I pray for this group of folks. When she's doing my legs, I pray for myself. I have these groups that, you know, I have the broader community, the world, our leaders. Yes, our leaders. Important to pray for our leaders, even if you don't like them. And many of them I don't. But it's important to pray for them. The world leaders, those crazy ass ISIS people and the Korean, North Korea. Oh my God. Yeah, the world, prayers happen for the world. Let me tell you. Lots of it has to do with peace, harmony, getting along with one another. I do a lot of praying for gentleness in the world, calmness, understanding, resolution of conflict. Pray a lot for that. And you guys know me by now that's important to me. And then I do my local community, the city that I live in and the community around me. And then I get a little bit more tight-knit and I pray for my friends. And then I go a little bit further in and I pray for my family. And then I go into myself, and I always put myself last, because I feel like if at that point I've done my praying from the outside in, sometimes I don't even feel like I need prayer for myself. Sometimes just the act of praying for others has calmed me and put me into a place where I don't feel like I need prayer. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'm just having a really bad day and poof, all these things in my head say, oh God, please help me with this, that, and the other. But sometimes just the act of prayer for others makes my day better. So, you know what? Go out and do something nice for somebody else, even if all you do is pray for them. I know that some people are going to give me a thumbs down and going to hate on me for what I just said. But you know what? This is me. This is my channel. I'm not apologetic for my faith. And yeah, you're right. It's a drawing channel. It shouldn't be about religion. But it's my channel. It's about me. And I figure, you know, if you don't like it, just don't watch me. All right, you guys have a great day. And I'll see you on the flip side. And you know what? Most people, by the time I get to this point, don't listen to the end anyway. I've been watching the statistics, and they watch about 5-10 minutes. Sometimes they'll fast forward to the end, but they don't usually hear what I say at the end anyhow. So those of you who are on the same page as me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for the things that you say. And, you know, I appreciate the blessing you give to me. When you've reached out to me, you've blessed my day, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.